Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. In the rugged, lawless expanse of the Wild West, conflict was a constant companion. Cowboys, outlaws, and lawmen navigated a world fraught with danger and opportunity, where survival hinged on more than just grit and determination. Weapons became essential trade tools, embodying the spirit of the frontier. From defending cattle drives against rustlers to settling disputes with deadly precision, here are 5 types of weapons used by cowboys in the Wild West. Number 5. The Colt Single-Action Army. The Wild West was a time of endless adventure, exploration, and danger, where survival often depended on one's ability to defend oneself and one's property. In this rugged era, the revolver emerged as the weapon of choice for cowboys, outlaws, and lawmen alike. Among the many firearms of the period, one stood out as the quintessential sidearm, the Colt Single-Action Army, also known as the Peacemaker. The story of the Peacemaker begins with an earlier model, the Colt Patterson, which laid the groundwork for what would become the iconic Colt Single-Action Army. Colt Patterson was invented by Samuel Colt, an inventive and determined entrepreneur. Samuel Colt patented his first revolver design in 1836. This design, known as the Colt Patterson, was named after the town of Paterson, New Jersey, where Colt's manufacturing plant was located. The Colt Patterson was the first commercially available repeating firearm, featuring a revolving cylinder that allowed for multiple shots without reloading. This innovation was groundbreaking in an era when single-shot pistols and muskets were the norm. While the Colt Patterson was a significant technological advancement, it had its flaws, including a delicate trigger mechanism and a complex loading process. However, these early revolvers laid the foundation for further innovations. In 1873, Colt's manufacturing company introduced the Colt Single-Action Army, which would become the most famous revolver of the Wild West. The Colt Single-Action Army was designed by William Mason and Charles Brinkerhoff Richards, 2 talented engineers working for Colt's manufacturing company. Their goal was to create a more robust, reliable, and user-friendly revolver that would appeal to both the military and civilian markets. The result was a 6-shot, single-action revolver chambered in .45 Colt, a powerful cartridge that offered excellent stopping power. Several factors contributed to the Colt Single-Action Army's legendary status. First and foremost was its reliability. The Peacemaker's simple and rugged design made it incredibly durable, capable of withstanding the harsh conditions of the American frontier. Its single-action mechanism required the shooter to manually cock the hammer before each shot, which ensured a consistent and reliable firing process. The revolver's accuracy was another significant advantage. The Peacemaker featured a fixed front sight and a notched rear sight, which provided a clear and precise aiming point. This made it easier for shooters to hit their targets, whether they were defending themselves against outlaws or hunting game for food. The Peacemaker's balance and ergonomics also contributed to its popularity. The revolver's grip was designed to fit comfortably in the hand, providing a secure and stable shooting platform. The weight distribution of the revolver made it easy to handle and control, even during rapid-fire sequences. The Colt Single-Action Army quickly became a favorite among cowboys, lawmen, and outlaws. Its versatility makes it suitable for a wide range of applications. Cowboys used the Peacemaker to protect themselves and their livestock from rustlers and predators. The revolver's stopping power and accuracy were invaluable in close-quarters combat, where quick and decisive action was often required. Lawmen relied on the Peacemaker to enforce the law in the chaotic and often violent towns of the Wild West. The revolver's intimidating appearance and formidable reputation helped to deter criminals and maintain order. Outlaws also favored the Colt single-action army for its effectiveness in robberies and gunfights. The revolver's reliability and ease of use made it a preferred choice for those living on the wrong side of the law. Many infamous outlaws, such as Jesse James and Billy the Kid, carried peacemakers during their criminal careers. In the lawless and often dangerous environment of the Wild West, the Colt single-action army provided a crucial means of protection. For cowboys driving cattle across vast open plains, the peacemaker was a trusted companion. It offered security against rustlers who sought to steal livestock and against predators such as wolves and mountain lions that threatened both cattle and humans. For settlers and homesteaders, the revolver provided a sense of safety in an often hostile and unpredictable landscape. The ability to defend oneself and one's family from threats, whether human or animal, was essential for survival. The peacemaker's reliability and stopping power made it an ideal tool for these purposes. Lawmen used the Colt single-action army to protect towns and maintain order. The revolver's effectiveness in close-quarters combat and its reputation for reliability made it a valuable asset in the hands of sheriffs and deputies. The peacemaker was often the difference between life and death in the chaotic and violent world of frontier justice. Number 4. Bowie knives. The Bowie knife is named after Colonel James "Jim" Bowie, a 19th century American pioneer and soldier who played a prominent role in the Texas Revolution. The exact origins of the Bowie knife are somewhat murky, but the most widely accepted story credits the knife's design to Jim Bowie's brother, Resin Bowie. In the early 1820s, Resin Bowie crafted a large, robust knife with a distinctive shape. This prototype featured a broad blade with a clipped point, a cross guard, and a sturdy handle. The design was intended for fighting and survival in the harsh environments of the American frontier. Resin gave the knife to his brother Jim, who would later become famous for his prowess with the blade. The Bowie knife's reputation was cemented in the annals of American history during the infamous Sandbar fight on September 19, 1827. The brawl took place on a sandbar near Natchez, Mississippi, and involved a chaotic and violent melee between several men. Jim Bowie, armed with his namesake knife, emerged as the most formidable fighter in the encounter. During the fight, Bowie was shot and stabbed, but he managed to kill one of his attackers with his knife and seriously wound another. The story of Bowie's courage and the effectiveness of his knife quickly spread, turning the Bowie knife into a symbol of rugged individualism and deadly efficiency. The sandbar fight elevated the knife from a mere tool to a legendary weapon, capturing the imagination of the American public. Several key features distinguish the Bowie knife from other blades of its time. The most notable is its distinctive blade shape. The blade is typically 8 to 12 inches long, with a wide, straight back that curves into a clipped point. This clipped point, often featuring a concave curve, gives the Bowie knife a sharp, piercing tip that is ideal for thrusting attacks. The blade's edge is usually straight or slightly curved, making it well suited for cutting and slashing. The knife's crossguard protects the user's hand during combat, while the sturdy handle provides a secure grip. Many Bowie knives also feature a false edge on the back of the blade near the tip, which can be sharpened for added functionality. The versatility of the Bowie knife is another factor that contributed to its popularity. It was not only a weapon, but also a practical tool for everyday tasks. The broad blade could be used for skinning game, chopping wood, and other survival activities. This multifunctionality made the Bowie knife an indispensable item for frontiersmen, soldiers, and explorers. The Bowie knife quickly became a favored weapon and tool among a wide range of users in the 19th century. Frontiersmen and pioneers found it invaluable for survival in the wilderness. Its robust design made it suitable for building shelters, preparing food, and defending against wild animals. The knife's effectiveness in combat also made it a preferred weapon for personal defense. Soldiers and militia during the Texas Revolution and the American Civil War frequently carried Bowie knives. The knife's appearance and practical utility made it a symbol of ruggedness and self-reliance. It was not uncommon for soldiers to carry a Bowie knife alongside their firearms, as it provided a reliable backup weapon for close-quarters combat. Lawmen and outlaws alike recognized the advantages of the Bowie knife. For lawmen, the knife was a symbol of authority and a practical tool for maintaining order. For outlaws, it was a weapon of choice for its effectiveness and intimidation factor. The Bowie knife's reputation as a deadly weapon was well earned, and its presence often deterred potential adversaries. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the Bowie knife appeared in numerous Western novels and dime novels, where it was often depicted as the weapon of choice for heroic frontiersmen and lawmen. The knife's iconic design and storied history made it a popular motif in these tales of adventure and bravery. In the lawless and unpredictable environment of the American frontier, the Bowie knife provided a crucial means of protection. For pioneers and settlers, the knife was a versatile tool that could be relied upon in a variety of situations. Its robust construction and sharp blade make it ideal for both survival tasks and self-defense. Number 3. The Winchester Model. 1873. The Winchester Model 1873 was designed by John Moses Browning, a prolific firearms inventor, and produced by the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. Oliver Winchester, the founder of the company, recognized the need for a reliable, repeating rifle that could provide both power and speed. Building on the success of the earlier Henry rifle and the Winchester Model 1866, the Model 1873 was introduced in 1873, a year that would forever be associated with this legendary firearm. The design of the Model 1873 was based on the toggle link mechanism, an improvement over previous lever-action designs. This mechanism allowed for smoother operation and increased reliability, making the rifle a favorite among those who needed a dependable weapon in the unpredictable and often dangerous environment of the American frontier. Several factors contributed to the Winchester Model 1873's status as a quintessential firearm of the Wild West. First and foremost was its ability to fire multiple rounds without reloading. The rifle featured a tubular magazine that could hold up to 15 rounds of ammunition, providing a significant advantage in sustained firefights or when dealing with multiple targets. The Model 1873 was chambered in the .44-40 Winchester cartridge, which offered a balance of power and manageable recoil. This made the rifle suitable for a wide range of applications, from hunting to self-defense. The .44-40 cartridge was also compatible with some revolvers of the time, allowing users to carry a single type of ammunition for both their rifle and sidearm, a convenience that was highly valued in the frontier. Another notable feature of the Model 1873 was its durability. The rifle's robust construction and high-quality materials ensured that it could withstand the harsh conditions of the American West. Whether exposed to dust, rain, or rough handling, the Winchester Model 1873 remained reliable and functional. The Winchester Model 1873 quickly became a favorite among a diverse group of users, including cowboys, settlers, lawmen, and outlaws. Its versatility made it suitable for a wide range of activities that defined life in the Wild West. For cowboys driving cattle across vast distances, the model was an invaluable tool. The rifle provided protection against rustlers and predators, allowing cowboys to defend their herds and themselves. The lever-action mechanism enabled rapid firing, which was crucial in confrontations where speed and firepower were essential. Lawmen in the Wild West used the Winchester Model 1873 to maintain order and enforce the law. The rifle's reputation for reliability and firepower made it a trusted companion for sheriffs and deputies facing the challenges of frontier justice. In the hands of skilled lawmen, it became a symbol of authority and deterrence, helping to establish and maintain peace in the often chaotic towns of the West. Outlaws, too, recognized the advantages of the winch